get the right grit of, you know, whetstones. So I have a whetstone that is kind of high grit on, and low grit on one side, but not too low. So like good at shaping out the knife, but sharpening is still problematic. For sharpening, I use these large nail files. It sounds crazy, but it works. If you like hit them with the right angle, and you maintain the positioning just right, you can literally create a knife that's so sharp you can shave yourself with it. And it costs next to nothing. Like these are like these beauty products, they're kind of okay. So you like pick the ones that are just essentially foam with that sanding like surface on it, where they also have polishing. Make sure it's like a longer one, like about give or take 10 centimeters long. That nail file is like the best. Have one that's for like conditioning, one that is for just shaping and such, and the other one's for like actually polishing, because it's like 2 different types or 3 different types, depending on what you want to use. And you want to get the cheapest ones you can find, I guess, most of the time, because you don't want the super luxury ones or whatever that is. You just want the ones that work. And then you can actually sharpen your knife with it. Sounds extremely counterintuitive, but I have some of the like most sharpest knives ever. People would be surprised. They'd be thinking, oh, I have a next level setup that costs a lot of money. I'm like, nah, dude. Costs nothing, next to nothing. And the skill gap is like really low, so you don't need to worry about the learning curve or anything like that. Although if you have shit finger placements and such, then your knife is going to start going wobbly every single time you attempt to sharpen it. So when that does occur, your knife sharpening itself, the quality of that is going to be shit. So keep that in mind. Also make sure that you always keep a consistent edge, not press it too hard, because if you press it too hard, then you're just making the edge round. You're supposed to have the edge just right. And mainly this is not necessarily sharpening, as it is just polishing away the burr that's left over, right? Once that is finished, you're set to go. I sometimes like literally sit on a knife for like 30 minutes to sharpen it down perfectly for the first time. Like when you get the factory in and it's not the best knife, then you just do that. That makes them sharp. But the best knives are the ones that are made of like high carbon steel. Those are the best. Japanese knives are actually very high carbon steel. So they can get very sharp and they stay very sharp. However, there's a trade-off. Things that are sharp and very hard are also very brittle. So if you were to sometimes say drop your knife on the floor, there's a chance that the blade itself will effectively shatter. So if you do get yourself a blade of high carbon steel, like a Japanese blade, take good care of it, and please, for the love of all things holy, don't fucking drop the thing. It'll break my heart.
Or chop off a thumb.
No, if you know what you're doing, you ain't gonna do that. I've cut myself in many different ways, by accident, of course. While cooking. I've learned my lesson the hard way. I got all the scars to prove it. I got so many scars on my hands.
Oh, wow. Do you own any swords, by the way? Just a question. Asking.
I made a few of them myself, actually.
Oh, really? That's cool.
I just took a bunch of scrap metals and turned them into something useful. Broken stuff.
Cool.
The real fun stuff is when you have like broken machines and something like that, which have like high value steel in them. You turn that into something, that's cool.
For sure.
That is a bit of a learning curve though. And this knife is so sharp, it can shave me now. Beautiful. That's the test. And also when you take like kitchen paper, the idea is to make sure to slice for as long as possible, if possible, the whole edge, like a towel, paper towel. You can slice this consistently, it goes all the way down. That's great. That's like expert level if you manage to pull it off. If it only goes down some of the way, not all the way, but most of the way, then that's good enough. I think the average is about, like if you take a 12 centimeter kitchen towel, I think like the average is about halfway through, but that's still pretty damn sharp. Most knives don't even make it past that point. Or like anywhere close to it, in fact.
What do you think about self-sharpening knives? It's a flop?
Self-sharpening knives? What?
I think I saw somewhere like some Japanese steel or something, self-sharpening something. I don't know.
I mean, how does a knife self-sharpen? That's almost like it would have to break, wouldn't it?
I think it's like you start cutting something and it's like sharpening.
Well, how is the question? The material itself needs to break off. That's the only way I can imagine that would work, and that doesn't sound very health conscious.
Very durable, yeah.
It's probably just a marketing scam.
Self-sharpening. They'd have to explain how that works first. Nice. All right. So let's cut something. Oh yeah. There we go. Now we're peeling. That was needed. Don't mind me, I'm cutting some fruit now.
Nice, nice.
This one is not properly aligned. You can actually hear it, I think. Look at this.
I hear it. Like a spring or something?
It's like this thing is just not properly aligned, the bowl. So yeah. Do you remember they used to make plates that were actually high quality? You know, where the base of the plate itself, where it's like has a rim at the bottom, is actually smooth, not like sandpaper or gritstone. They don't really make them that much anymore. Like you buy these luxury plates and they have these really like rough edges still somehow. None of them actually polished smooth. That's unfortunate. Craftsmanship is like at an all-time low. Partially I'd assume that is also the fact due to a lack in skills as well. It's being passed on because people are not willing to pay attention anymore. And also things being cheaper when you cut out such processes, because it's easier, right? Usually the problem where capitalism is often roasted, even though it is counterintuitive and runs counter to capitalism itself, is when products are cheap, but the way they're made is terrible. That is not something that is capitalistic. That is just something that is kind of a reward hacking capitalism. Where it's like good enough to be sold, thereby it makes money, but not good enough for it to be actually considered high quality. In other words, only designed to make money, not to be an actual contribution of quality. Like for instance, when you be buying like a Gucci handbag, and this fucking thing like you use it for a while and it just starts falling apart.
Because you guys.
But you know, like often, like at least in my area, like if you look around, it's all money makers, like a quick, here is your crap, give me your cash kind of thing,
Exactly. I once went to this, quote, Italian place that a lot of people went to that was somehow ran by a Greek dude. Not a Greek dude, it was somebody else. I forgot what it was, but it's like the exact opposite of an Italian was running a, quote, Italian restaurant. I ate the food there, that shit fucking tasted like shit. That was crazy. And everybody goes there. It's like cheap, but it also tastes cheap. And I ordered this thing, which is like a pizza, but which is also, it looks like a pizza, kind of, from the outside. But the inside is a little different. Anybody know what a calzone is?
Yeah.
What a calzone? They call it a fucking calzone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bet it.
It's like a pizza, but it's like
There is
the dough is on the outside.
There is a Seinfeld episode dedicated to calzone.
Oh, nice.
Good one, yeah.
Yeah. But I like that thing. I love it. I ordered it. I received it. The fucking shit was still stone cold in the middle. I was fucking angry as hell.
Oh no, that's the worst, yeah.
Have I got a ham in it? Stone cold in the fucking center. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Wow.
Was it frozen cold or just cold?
Just cold. It was not supposed to be fucking stone cold in the center. Like really cold, like refrigerator cold. That is not acceptable. I just fucking left without paying. I told them straight, I was like, fuck you guys, no way. They never did anything about that because they probably knew themselves it was wrong. I was like, fuck this, I'm never coming back here.
Yeah, that's why I cook at home.
Do you think Optimus is going to have like a positive effect on craftsmanship overall, like the quality of things is going to improve?
Optimus himself, not so much. And for production, like for something that requires actual craftsmanship, this needs to be something that is like purposefully made this way. Like for pottery, I'd imagine you can have a more effective robot do that. Optimus is not supposed to take tasks like that. Optimus is supposed to take tasks which require the humanoid form factor, not just because, the humans used to work in this place, but because if you don't know how to network, don't do shit. Anyways, what was I saying?
Just about optimist.
Anyways, what was I saying?
Just about optimist.
Colors have to be separated. Otherwise, your clothes are fucking pink afterwards. They're nice.
What is it? Kiwis?
Obviously. I'm gonna make myself a coffee, why not?
What? Coffee?
Yep. I usually work late, so yeah.
You drink it black, right? Your coffee?
Well, it depends. If I want the pure just drugs feeling, then I'll just drink it as is. But if I want the max aroma, then it's like cold milk. Like have the cold milk, the stream of the coffee, as you do, like just aim the stream of the milk coming out and hit it the coffee directly.
So you're going against your post not to do all-nighters?
I'm not doing it all-nighter. I'm still going to sleep eventually. Ed.
It's down.
Still red. Everything is red. It had an initial spike, still not above the initial fall. Had an initial spike. Gets worse. Everything's going to zero. Jones, real quick. We've been telling you this for a really long time. It's all a Ponzi scheme. It doesn't really work out. They're derivatives on top of derivatives for derivatives of derivatives. It's really not going to work. And you all got fucked. You're liquidity now. Would it surprise you if I told you that I just literally made that? Somewhere I had a phone call and I couldn't end it, so it's like, oh fuck, just open the freezer, threw the phone in, closed the door, and I was like, hey man, what's up?
Nonchalant, yeah.
Obviously, I can't prove it unless I have a spectrum analyzer with me and like really am knowledgeable on. Have their own resonance frequency, and so do our DNA. And this is all all these studies have been done. I did a space Erickson report does space on it recently, and he had a bill that I wasn't even aware of. That I still have to look at because there's, I have a real life and other things too that I'm doing besides being a target, right? Which I'm not coming on here to like, I'm not a victim like some people that are going through this may identify as that, and I'm not down on them, but I'm a survivor just like anybody who has been, through a traumatic event and got through it and has overcome it is. So, I'm just here to basically share my story as far as like the evidence and stuff like that. I have so much of it. I share the best I can, and it's not easy because there's so many distractions going on. So I'll just stand there because it's
that's okay.
go on forever.
Oh, thank you so much for speaking. I do want to ask Trails. Trails, do you have anything to say, hon? You've had a mic for a while. I didn't know if you had anything to say, though. Trails, are you there?
You may have been born without a tongue, Jim.
Trails, can you hear Kimmy? I mean, he's been on the speaker for a while, so he might have gone to bed. So I think we're going to be ending the space soon. I feel like there's just so many glitches. Unless you all want to continue, I just feel like I need to reset. I mean, since 6 o'clock, it's only been like almost not even 4 hours, and there's just been one glitch after another. I don't know if it's happening in other spaces, but it's very, very frustrating. I'm like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. So, Drac, have a song for us, right?
Again, I play a song. I'm all set.
Thank you, Drax. And then we'll end the space. Thank you so much, Alpha. Thank you so much, Alex, Mike, all of our speakers, listeners.
You know, when I saw the controversies,
Or what?
When I go about my daily activity,
now this better still not working. Does this have issues true now?
It seems okay.
Okay. No, I still remember the controversies when the violence started occurring in Great Britain. And the first thing I thought about was that clip from Rick and Morty where it's like Civil War, baby. That was weird. Because it's exactly what it looked like, right? Of course, you know, it didn't really flesh itself out yet because at this point it was just a very specific faction warring against another. But as soon as it attains critical mass, it inevitably becomes civil war. Question is, are people going to stop before that happens, or will they go through the thick end?